Hello guys, I'm Carter Fan 98. My name is Mark. I'm gonna make a plug video today. It's for RbiCru7 and Sports Card Direct. I'm gonna put their link down below if you guys want to click on it and plug both of them. I'm entering the contest. I will not be attending the Trade Night 20 as all trade nights. I am too far away from you guys. So, and also I do not have enough leave. Where I work at, we have to save our leave up. They strenuously talk about it, and my leave is like below 50 hours. So I can't take any time off, guys. Wish I could, but anyway. The contest that they're throwing is for if I own my own card shop contest. Um, um, and if I own my own card shop, I would probably get more kids involved with it. Um, I would probably get involved with schools. Um, to get kids involved in collecting. I would give away cards to kids. Um, have a contest, not like a random contest where we do on breakers, but um, you know, have some envelopes with some top loaders and some cards set up at booths, like at a pep rally, for instance, for kids. At their schools they have their pep rallies and stuff like that. Um, have the teachers give out the cards to the kids. They get to pick um, the envelopes. They'll be laying on the table, and you get to pick them. And there's like 7 or 8 huge rookies in that set that they're looking for their sets or whatever PC they're doing. Not necessarily that they will get the card they want, but they can always trade with one another if they don't. It's like they did that with me and my brother when we were in elementary school. The teacher brought cards to the schools. She put envelopes, laid them out on the table, numbered them 1 through 25, I believe, and if we made good on our grades, our spelling test, she would say, pick one envelope off of this table. And if you don't like the card that's in there, or if you don't like the cards that are in there, you can always trade with one another at the very end of it. So I always got what I wanted. When I was in elementary school, I sort of liked Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders and Kent Colby. I grew up on Kent Colby, not Bo Sanders. That was later in life. Um, Terry Bradshaw was one of my favorite quarterbacks back in the day, and Roger Staubach was one of my favorites. So I sort of clung on to them. But if you could take my advice from an old man. No, I'm not that old. Um, get the kids involved. Get more kids involved in your store. Um, have some Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments in your store. I know your store isn't that big to hold Yu-Gi-Oh, but you could always move your stuff around to accommodate like a table for Yu-Gi-Oh, like picnic tables, put picnic tables out to accommodate the Yu-Gi-Oh players. You could have tournaments each week or once or twice a month, or um, you get them involved in Pokemon. Pokemon is just now starting to come back alive again. I've noticed by all these YouTube videos, I'm watching more graded Pokemon cards by young adults. And these are the guys that collected Pokemon in the 90s. But I want to make a challenge to Panini. If you could make a product geared for the younger generation and not specify for breaks, that would be great. Doesn't have to have an auto in it or anything like that. You can give away Panini points to kids because the kids nowadays, they're into the computer age. They would love to scan that card, the back of the card, and say, hey, I got 250 points. I can get me an auto, something like that, You don't have to necessarily, like a 2012 score, there weren't any autos in that product. That would be great if you could put Panini points in it and gear it for kids, not for breaks. I know that the amount of cards per break, I've noticed that the amount of cards per break had gone down and the prices have gone up. For instance, Gold Standard. Gold Standard used to have, 8 cards? That has 6 cards and 2 printing plates. What the heck is on with the printing plates, man? Are you mass producing the printing plates now? I don't get it. When I was in the 90s, printing plates were hard to come by. I mean, it was like when they started putting printing plates in packs, they were like 1 per case or 1 every other case or something like that. They were really hard to get. But now it just seems like, printing plates are basically like regular cards now. They're just putting printing plates in everything, in every pack, especially Gold Standard. And I've seen printing plates in there that I've seen, just for instance, I was in a break room. I wasn't in a break. I was just watching. I've seen 5 Kobe printing plates come out of 1 case. That ain't no joke. 5 printing plates of Kobe Bryant out of Gold Standard. That is unreal. I mean, good for the person who won them, but because, it's more cards for that guy, but the amount, the printing plates used to mean a lot. They used to have meaning, and I would like for that to change through Panini. Even Topps does it too sometimes. I opened a case of Topps Chrome in 2012 when it was below what I could pay for it, and and there was 7 printing plates in that 1 case. And normally a printing plate would, none of them were autos, but the printing plates were like really common. It just seemed really common to pull them now. So, I would like to change that. Back to the Darren and sports car, RbiCru7. I am a buyer and a seller on Sports Card Direct. I do fairly well at the $4.99 level. I think so far I've sold like 8 cards so far. Or 13. No, I've sold 13 cards. I'm sorry. I don't put a lot of low dollar cards on there. Maybe I should. Maybe I should put some insert cards on there and for set builders and stuff like that, which I may do later. Um, I don't break a lot, so I just use the Sports Card Direct, and it also cuts down on my eBay fees too when I sell cards there. So that is my video for you guys. It's about an 11-minute video, so that's long enough for me. It's probably long enough for you. Just wanted to share this one thing. Guy sent me a bunch of cards to get graded. They're not sports cards, but they're animal affiliated. This guy has a bunch of these really old cards from 1937. And I just wanted to share. This right here got a PSA 7. Now, for a card that old, you would expect it to get a 1 or a 2. This card right here got a 7. That is unreal. And it looks brand spanking new. The corners on this are real sharp. These came out of cigarette containers back in the day. But just wanted to share that with you. And I do get into Pokemon some. There's a Pokemon card. I bought a couple of packs the other day. I got a Charizard first edition Charizard, I believe it was. But I'm not going to send this one in because it is really bad off center, and it's got a ding on the back of the card, like a bubble ding, so you can feel it. So, and a YouTuber also brought up the point to where if he owned his own card shop, he would put his cards in and not put in the St. Louis Cardinals. And in some ways, I think that's not right because, when you're collecting cards, when you have people come in your card shop, they're wanting every single variety of card you got. I've noticed that about card shops. They tend to specify their store like Ryan's store. He's got a lot of Cardinals memorabilia, which I don't blame him because the Cardinals are his team and he is a Cardinals fan and he wants to show his Cardinals spirit. But yet, if I owned my card shop, it would not be all Giant stuff. It would be mostly a lot of everything on the walls. It wouldn't be just one particular team, because it sort of scares customers away, in my opinion, because you're going in there and you're looking at their place and you're like, well, I won't be able to find nothing here because all he has is Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the wall, or the St. Louis Cardinals on the wall, or the Oakland Raiders on the wall, or that sort of thing. I notice that about card shops when I go into them, except for one or two maybe. And the clutter. I've got a card shop in Modesto that I go to. I don't go there just for the simple fact that, I go there and support him in his card shop when I need supplies or something like that because he is a little higher than the card shop on the other side of town. But when I go there, I buy the magnetics and stuff like that from him because they're cheaper than the one card shop that I go to. So I sort of go back and forth a little bit, buy my cards there, get my top loaders and the other stuff there, my supplies because they're cheaper. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. But his card shop is a lot, and I'm telling you, a lot of memorabilia. NASCAR. That's another thing you could put in your shop, Ryan. NASCAR. You probably got it in there, you just don't know it. I'm just teasing you, Ryan. But anyway, yeah, you can put NASCAR in there. Uh, you probably got some soccer stuff in there. I'm not very much into soccer, but if I own it, I'll put some soccer in it because it's a sport. That's what a card shop is. It's for sports. It's not just for one football team or something like that. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on, but that's just how I feel. Um, I mean, in my own home, it's okay because I like the Giants, and this is my caveman supposedly. My wife comes in here every once in a while, but anyway, that's my take on it. Uh, so sub to Ryan. I've been sub to Ryan. RbiCru7. I'm sub to Darren. I'm a seller on Darren's site, and I'm not coming to trade night. So I only got one word for you. Take it easy, guys.